Hello everyone and welcome back to the Road to Devastation. Today we are looking at Constructicon Hightower. Despite continued warnings about monsters, we are continuing our road right to Devastator. So let's get started by looking at this guy in the box. Okay, so we got neat illustration of Hightower here. He's a very weird bot. I remember him from the Legend class one that came out during Revenge of the Fallen, and I kind of thought he was a neat design because he's very much not a human-shaped one. He's like a bug almost, more so than pretty much any other Constructicon or Decepticon. Got number 47, Studio Series Constructicon Hightower, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, age 8+, Transformers, Focus, Takara Tomy, and yeah. On this side, it's that same illustration and the vacuum face symbol that we have come to know and love. And then here he is in robot mode and vehicle mode. And see what I mean? That is a freaky robot mode, and I kind of love it. Big screen inspired, scale, detail, backdrop, Transformers, Revenge of the Fallen, Constructicon Hightower, Pyramid Battle and Desert Battle. Oh, hey, I do think it has... So yeah, we're going to have some different pyramids here. They're not all going to be the same angle, as it were. We got callouts for Autobot Drift and Dropkick, which I don't have any of those. I mean, I have figures of Drift, but not this version. Maybe someday, I don't know. We got Studio Series 47 Deluxe Class and more close-up of his face, and that is freaky looking. He really does look like a bug, doesn't he? Then up here we got a window that you can't see much through, and nothing really interesting on the bottom. Okay, that's enough of the character in the box. Let's look at the character out of the box. And here's Hightower in his bot mode, and oh my goodness, is he a weird one. I'll just take that aside. This is same backdrop as the others. As you can see, he does not have a traditional bot mode in the slightest. There is very little that is actually humanoid on him, and I kind of dig that. He looks like sort of a alien kangaroo bug or something. I think the weakest part is just this back bit that's mainly for the combined joint there. I seem to remember his Legends class figure being more scorpion-like, so it was a longer body, but this is kind of cool. And the way this neck sticks out and articulates is just kind of disturbing. It's like an evil Jack-in-the-Box or something. I don't know. I'm using a lot of analogies on this, but it is a creepy little dude, and I think he is all the better for it. Articulation-wise, it's kind of a weird bag, because you got hinges here, and here there's even a hinge here, and then there's a little bit of a ball joint, but there's not much room for it to move around, so you're not going to get anything from it. He has these little T-Rex vestigial arm things that can move up and down, but that's about it. His legs come in like shoulders and are pegged into the side, and then you have some hinges there for basically some universal movement. He's got, I don't know what you would call this, a knee joint that is pegged in for rotation, and then some extra hinges here for transformation, as well as basically aiding in the tilt of the legs. And then the feet can splay or go straight depending on how you want them to be posed. And then his little crane arm thing can rotate around a little bit as well, and this can go up and down. The claw can't open and close, which is a little bit of a disappointment. But yeah, he is such a weird little dude, and I kind of love every bit of it. The main problem is just trying to get this thing positioned. Once you push it back a little bit, it starts getting tight, and then eventually it just sort of pops back in there. So it limits his posability a little bit. But just look at this guy. He is so weird looking. In fact, we can just sort of get an idea of how weird looking he is by comparing him to the bots that came before. So here he is next to Long Haul. He doesn't want to stand right now. Come on. There we go. Just toss that aside. Scrap Metal, who's also a deluxe class. And then Rampage. So the family of Devastation is coming together. These two look interesting together because they're both yellow, though they use different shades of yellow, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, his bot mode is very interesting. But let's get him transformed into vehicle mode and see what that is like. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to flip his little arms all the way up. And then on the back, we're going to rotate this part down along with this. And this. And then we're going to move something up. Let's see, this shows that going like that. And then okay, I think this is just talking about getting the head fully retracted away. It's the only thing that makes sense. Oh, wait, there is a part right here that moves. Okay. Next, we're going to do all sorts of manipulations with the legs. Bring these up. There we go. So we're gonna undo the hinges here and start closing things up. Bring these together. And I think we just start massaging things into position. I don't think that's quite where everything goes. Hold on. So let's see. Got this closed up. Seriously, why do the instructions have to, like, literally suck? Okay, so looks like maybe it's supposed to go like this. Okay. And then we rotate this. That doesn't look anything like it does in the instructions. This, on the other hand, does. Okay, so we need to rotate all the things around. There we go. Just rotate everything. Still not getting anywhere closer to finishing this. I'm sure once this is all done, it's going to be painfully obvious. Just a moment.
You still don't get it, do you? There's a creature coming. And it's coming for you.
Okay, took some doing, but I figured it out. There's a lot of stuff that has to happen all around here almost at the same time. And if you are off by a little bit, you end up being off by a lot. Anyway, so here it is. And there we go. He's got little wheels on the bottom and rolls actually pretty darn well. His crane arm can articulate up and down. This can move. This can even move, but I don't think it's supposed to. And not too bad, really. Now that I have it transformed, at least. He does feel a little on the small side, particularly since I know a vehicle like this probably should be a lot bigger, but hey, what are you going to do? Let's go ahead and compare him to others. That's what we can do right now. So, here is Long Haul, Scrapper, and Scrap Metal. Wow, they are taking up a lot of room. But like I was saying before, it's kind of neat to see all these guys together. Oop, that came off. So yeah, pretty cool. Let's go ahead, get these guys set aside, and let's get him into limb mode. All right, so first we're gonna flip this guy upside down, and we're gonna detach his little treads. And you can say hello, Tom. Hello. We're gonna straighten these out, and then rotate them around, it looks like. And then peg things back in. Okay, that was weird, but you know, whatever. Okay, now we're gonna pull out his head. I do not like the cracking sounds this thing likes to make. And then we're gonna take this off, and apparently parts form it on. To here. And we're going to lower this part down. Okay. And it looks like that's it. Remember, this guy, he doesn't form a limb. He is like part of an arm, if I remember correctly. Yeah, if you look at the instructions, he's the upper, or like, he's like the forearm, while Scrap Metal is the hand. So, not much to see here. Let's go ahead, get this guy back into robot mode, and we can do my final thoughts. So, I think this is a fun little guy. He is so weird looking that I think that alone is worth the price of admission. So yeah, I think this guy gets a recommendation on his own. The transformation is a little frustrating, but that's mainly just because the instructions this guy comes with are just garbage. And it takes a while to figure out how you're supposed to rotate and flip all these little hinges here on his legs. And the transformation to his combined form is a little lackluster, but that's because he's just turning into a forearm. All he needs to do is basically be kind of a plank, basically. So that's a thing. But yeah, I think I could recommend this to people just wanting an individual transformer that's a little on the weird side. Anyway, that's been a review. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun YouTube stuff. Check the description below for links to my storefront where you can get official shelf space t-shirts and more. And I'll see you the next time you step on this road to Devastation.